Have you ever thought about wanting to hit these big financial goals in your business, but then you kind of pause for a second and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? I have no idea how to do it. So therefore, you continue playing at a lower level. This just came up in a master class that I was teaching for my members. And my client said, she's like, we were talking about 3-year goals. And she's like, I know where I want to be, but then I get overwhelmed. I don't know how I'm going to get there. And then therefore I go off on a different tangent. This is such a common issue for us entrepreneurs. So what I'm going to show you is how you do this. So let's say your goal in 3 years from today is $5 million, right? That's your big fat goal. That's exciting. But right now you're only making $250,000, right? So how do you do that? One of the biggest things to do is to create what we use in Fuel the Fire called the Summit Goal Mapping Framework. You need a roadmap to get you here, even though you're not exactly clear on how to do it. Know what it is that you know, where you want to go, know what you're offering. What are you offering? What are the things that you're doing to make that money? So it could be courses, it could be coaching, it could be products. What is it that you're selling and how many do you need to sell to get you here, right? So then what you do is you create your roadmap. So down here are going to be like your Q1 goals, right? Then you have your Q2 goals. Once you hit these, 1, 2, these are check marks in case you're wondering, right? So you hit those and then you move up to these goals and then you set goals here. And each quarter you're working up to get you closer to your big goal, even though you don't know exactly how you're going to get there. What happens is as you are going through your quarters and you're staying laser focused, is all of a sudden you'll start to see new opportunities. And what I mentioned in the class today is the goals that we often overestimate what we can do in 12 months. However, we often underestimate where we can be in 3 years. So even though we may not know how we're going to get there, as we're going through these quarters and we're staying focused on what we set as our smaller goals, new opportunities and new ideas may come up. You may be introduced to that person who can help you get here. You may come up with a new marketing thing that is just crushing it. You have a new message. You have a new pay-per-click campaign that is working really, really well. Or you have a new product that is giving you a bigger revenue stream. So there's all kinds of things that can happen. But the main thing is you need to know, where do you want to be in 3 or 5 years from now, and just stay focused on getting you there. There you have it.